TIFU by crying in front of my little brother about moving. I, 16 meters, am moving due to my mom having another kid with her husband. I was visiting the house one last time to pack some stuff up when I started crying in front of my 10-year-old brother. Hard. I've hated every single part of this move since it started. Where I lived was isolated. I had a good excuse not to hang out with friends after school. I had an amazing job that let me customize my entire schedule with a great boss. And not a single coworker I disliked. There were no messed up people in town. Compared to the homeless people in the park who've tried giving me alcohol every time I've walked past them at the new place. There was a great church that let me practice my faith the way I wanted to. Compared to the one whose pastor told me my autism was caused by a demon and advised an exorcism, but I cried over it. That's the problem. I'm the oldest of my siblings. So I'm supposed to be a man and suck things like this up, not cry in front of my brother who feels the same way. TL. Dear, I'm supposed to be a man, but instead I chose to be weak in front of my brother about moving. Crying is not a sign of weakness. It's okay to express emotions. This is a difficult time, but you will be okay. Not crying when you need to is actually unhealthy. Cry when you need to and do it in front of your brother so he knows it's okay. 2. Strong men cry. Why would crying make you weak? It's human to experience and show emotion. No need to prove yourself to be a macho man by not crying. Even if you're the eldest of the siblings, there's no reason for you to not cry. I'm pretty sure in their heads, your younger siblings will not be thinking of you as weak. Man, that sounds like a tough situation. I am sorry you're going through that. But you should know that it's okay to cry, and crying in front of your little brother might show him that showing emotion and not bottling it up is a normal thing to do. Men cry, I cry. Whoever told you that isn't giving good advice. You're more than just a man, you're a human, and we have feeling. It's not weak to cry or to show emotion. It's okay to show those feelings. Around people like your brother, he won't think less of you. Humans cry, all of them. It's not a weakness for any. Being a man has more to do with chromosomes and maturity. It has nothing to do with the healthy expression of very normal emotions. Moving is hard. Adapting to be circumstances is difficult. My daughter is on the spectrum, and we moved late last year to a new neighborhood. We have a big backyard, a swimming pool, tons more space. And it was still really hard for her. Cut yourself some slack. It's okay to be sad. And it's okay to cry. Whoever told you otherwise is damaged in their own way. And you don't have to be like them. You're going to get through this. And leave open the possibility that the move could be good in unexpected ways that you haven't considered yet. Showing emotion doesn't make you weak. I'm sorry you're going through this difficult time though. I'm sending good vibes your way. Life gets better, and when you're 18 plus, you can hopefully have the ability to make decisions that will be in your best interest. Don't buy that BS. There is nothing unmanly about crying or showing emotion. Sounds like you are going through a tough time and had every reason to cry. Don't try to hold it all in. If you bottle it up, you will break one day and more than you want will come out. You'll stub your toe and smash your phone or get in an argument over where to eat and start screaming about how you didn't want to move. Talk about your feelings and move through them. There's nothing weak about feeling your emotions. Weak people are the ones who shove them down and refuse to feel them because they're uncomfortable or difficult. You are 16. You are still a child. Regardless, you are allowed to be upset that you're being forced to move out into a new living situation that's decidedly worse for you for no good reason. You're allowed to feel sad and upset about it. We were all born with emotions. So whether you see physical tears in others or not doesn't mean they aren't sad. You are currently in an overwhelming situation and emotions are bound to come out no matter who you are. I gave you an award but honestly wish I could just give you a hug and say stay on the right path. And I guarantee life will get better. You seem like an amazing young man. Crying shows how strong you are. It's better for your body. 2. You should always cry if you feel the need to. It's a good example to set for your brother. He needs to know it's okay to cry when he needs to. 2. When it's something like this, crying is not only strong but shows a good example for your little brother. Tears are a part of being human. You're not weak for crying. You're human. And I'm sure in some ways the solidarity of knowing that he's not alone in how he feels definitely helps too. Dude, I cry. Shit gets overwhelming sometimes. And it's better to let it out than to bottle it up. Sounds cliche as hell, but it's the reality of emotions. Better to feel them and process them, rather than ignore them and blow up unexpectedly. Men can cry too. There's nothing wrong with that. You need to get rid of that sentiment. You are 16. In most places you wouldn't be considered an adult. So not even technically a man. You are in the transition years. And there is still a lot of learning about the world to do. Give yourself some time. Build your character. And don't worry about the pressure of being the man. Nobody is perfect. I wish you well. Sorry to say that you've been taught to human incorrectly. Crying is not weakness.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.